All right. All right. Is your audio included yet, buddy?
It is.
All right. Let's get this set up. Switch to blue team. Swap to blue team. All right, and then let's go ahead and put a thing out on. I'm just setting out a message onto the group. TV / Fox in the fridge. All right. What's up, SNK? We thought it was Eichenwald. Is that not correct?
Yeah. Supposed to.
Let's get Zach in here and find out. Just make sure.
Well, from what I've seen from the league, unless they had another match this season, it was Eichenwald, but I can take another look.
Can you do me a favor and invite Zach in here quick? I don't want to pull up
I'll do
the
that.
Xbox stuff.
I got you.
Thanks, man.
I mean, SNK. You're the team captain.
He is not. Leviosa
Who's your team
is.
captain?
Leviosa.
Oh, there's Leviosa. All right. Well, you're out of your SNK. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kick you. Join your party. I love you though. You know I love you.
I'm assuming. Wait. Who's in this party with us?
Yeah, they only lonely.
All right. Yo, only lonely. Are you commentating with us, man? Is you gonna include your? All right, cool. All right, just checking. All right, so welcome to OWxLeague's matchup with OWx DVa versus May I Have Another. Right now, we are just finalizing the map they're playing on, and we'll get going real soon. I want to thank both teams that they watched the stream for being ready way ahead of time and doing the right job. What's up, Zach?
Zach's here going, "What's up, dudes?"
Sure. Zach, is it supposed to be Eichenwald or Root, man? Okay. All right. All right. Because we saw Eichenwald.
I'm going through here. I'm seeing Eichenwald. What is it? Route 66.
What was that?
No, not really.
What?
You guys, Route 66 is Route 66 isn't your map, by the way, because it's not. It has to be Eichenwald. Your map is Eichenwald. I'm looking through the Route 66 map of the week, and the team that you would face for Route 66, Zach, would be Roadhogs Hookers.
Yep.
Well,
who
definitely gonna be
Zach, who
Eichenwald.
are you missing from your team right now? Okay. Wow, we're getting a whole bunch of people in this party. It's Eichenwald. Great, I like that response. That's what I want to hear. All right, all right. Okay.
What the?
Hey, real fast, guys. Real fast. Two things. One, you do know you don't need to like figure this out ahead of time. Like you can make it a surprise. And two. Okay. And two. Do you guys mind starting early if we get a full 6 on both sides, or do you guys want to start at 8:30? All right. Okay. All right, do me a favor and send in the captains section of Discord. Just send a message to us, and when you guys are ready, and we'll start it up. Okay.
Okay, message me. Okay.
Yep.
Apparently, they thought you guys were playing on Route 66 today. Well, you're not.
That's right. Yeah, mix-up happens, but I'm sure they can handle Eichenwald, as Leviosa just said, captain of Overwatch Divas. This is apparently one of his favorite maps, so expect some big things. I know Leviosa and S&K were saying we should keep the mic on or the camera on them tonight, so we'll make sure that we're watching some of their big plays.
I keep my camera on the sky and the sky alone. I don't keep it on one person. I like the overview.
That's right.
That's
man.
all you.
All right.
I like to see everything that's going on at once.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. I do the same when I'm not doing the streaming. But hey, real fast, man. So kind of, what's your take on this matchup? Who's some big players we should watch out for? And
okay,
rundown.
My rundown from watching both teams. I haven't really watched the new Overwatch Divas team, but I helped out with two games against May. I have another, and I know Zach. If he runs like his calling card here to help push his team over the edge is running a pharmacy, and he plays pretty wicked Farah. But I do know both these teams scrimmage a lot of each other, and they do know a lot of each other's of their own plans and whatnot. So it's going to be an interesting match, knowing that both teams know what the other team's going to throw at each other, or what they're going to throw at them.
Yeah, agree on all fronts there, man. They definitely scrim a lot together. They both are gonna need some big wins here though, because Overwatch Diva's sitting in 8th place, which is the cutoff for the playoffs, and May I have another's in 11th, so they need all the points they can get. So it
must be nice sitting on top, being the number one, right? Fox?
It's not bad. I won't lie. It's okay. Apparently, we're losing a lot of people here. They said they were having some disconnect issues, so I'm sure they're just figuring that out. If you're watching, game will start up soon. As soon as we can get full 6 on both sides and they give us the okay, we'll be good to go. The game isn't scheduled until 8:30, so they have plenty of time to get back. But in the meantime, these teams both need a big. Honestly, the Overwatch Divas need some wins in order to move up and secure their spot in the playoffs. And May I have another? Basically needs a sweep of 3 here and to just keep winning their games. So it's going to be tough.
All I have to say is both teams at the beginning of the season. Both these teams are fairly new, kind of. I mean, they've been playing well with each other, but both teams had to rework their team pretty much. New captains came in, took over the teams off in mid-season, and this is what the process is. Both teams have seen to be really climbing the ranks, or doing what they can to climb the ranks. May have another has been really impressive.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I just got a funny message from Firing Wolf. He's saying start 1v6, but can't do that. But yeah, no, fully correct, man. I think Eichenwald's going to be good because I don't know how much they practice on here, and I'd like to see what comps come out of this. I'm hoping we don't see the through and through cancer comp of Symmetric Torb and Bastion, but you never know. I've run that comp here a few times myself for my team, so it does work, but I don't see these teams running that. Although I do know Leviosa likes a Bastion. What is it, man? What's up?
I was gonna say, when you play Eichenwald, when you're on defense, what do you usually like to play? For me personally, if I have to, I always want to go to my big love of my life, Zarya. I love my pink hair, baby.
Yeah, I mean, technically I'm a Zarya main myself, but oh man, in terms of
watch your class, by the way.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it's a bit boring,
Be honest, but to be completely honest, from a Zarya main that watched a lot of videos, I was like, well, he's teaching people who don't know how to play Zarya, right? So.
Yeah, pretty much.
I learned, there's some things in there. I was just like, yeah, knew that, but it was pretty good. And all in all, I really enjoyed it. I didn't know I didn't really get to finish it. I knew you wanted to go into a game and whatnot, but it was really good. I enjoyed it, and if anyone that wants to learn Zarya, I'd say it's a very good class to go watch. I approve of it.
All right, appreciate that, man. Yeah, you know,
You're
we wanted to
welcome.
go and hop into a game, but Jay was the one that was streaming since it was on the main channel, and we couldn't figure that out. But you know, I have my own Twitch channel, so if you guys ever get bored and feel like watching, go for it. You can see some examples of what I was talking about. Not to mention, I am really into Orisa these days, so if you get bored, want to see some Orisa play, go for that.
Yeah, I noticed how your team runs Orisa and Orisa Bastion on certain maps, and it's kind of sucks.
It is hard to counter, man. Barrier watch is very real, and but
What
you
would you
know,
call your composition when you run that, by the way, on let me give a good example of I don't even remember the name of it now, the map. But I know you like to run a Bastion on attack, Orisa, and a Rhine. What is the
uh,
name of the map that you do it on?
I'm not gonna
That
say.
no one can seem to stop.
I know
A
exactly
London
what you're
map. What's
talking
it called?
about. Yeah, Kings Row.
What?
Kings
Kings
Row.
Row. Yes.
Yeah.
What would you call that comp? That comp? What would you call it? Since it seems like you guys run it the most.
I mean, it's technically El Presidente, right? Like the comp when you just protect your Bastion and put them on the payload. But we actually really we don't really care about the Bastion too much. We mostly are we just use him to open up the beginning. The problem is like he doesn't die after that first point. So yeah, it's you know, like Orisa pairs really well with turrets because she basically is a walking turret. So anything that's gonna push out constant hit scan damage. So Torbjorn or Bastions is usually a good combo. But you know, I've been finding some really interesting combos with her lately. We found a nice combo between her and McCree lately. So you know, I'm still learning her, but there's a lot of possibilities. I haven't really found a full comp that works yet. She pairs well with a few, but no full standard comp. You know, she kind of like fits in here and there depending on the map and who you're playing with. Looks like Zach. Oh, and there we go. May I have another is in the room. So we should be able to start very soon. Keep an eye out on Zach, and I know he's a pretty good player. Also, is the captain, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. Hey, quick, can you just check in on them and see if they're good to go?
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you. I was handling some things in the league while you were doing that,
Oh, no worries.
trying to. I guess I can't spoil it. There's some big things coming up that I'm working on.
Absolutely, man. Can't give it away yet. All right, it seems like Levios is good to go whenever. Just
All
waiting
right,
on
I'm
Zach.
messaging Zach right now. Yeah,
I
there
just
we go.
I just
So the
got a
message to
message from him.
Zach.
I just got one from him. Let's see what he says.
Message me, assholes.
Stream. He wants to know what the stream is. Yes, we are ready. No, you can not watch the stream. All right, we're good to go. So once again, this is Overwatch Divas versus May I Have Another. They are currently placed at 8th with Overwatch Divas. May I Have Another is at 11th. The cutoff is 1 through 8 for the playoffs, so both teams will be working hard to get as many points from this match as possible. These two teams are a bit friendly with each other, so they should be able to we'll see some interesting plays, I'm sure. You know, they kind of know each other at this point, so I don't think they'll be surprised with each other's picks. All right, looks like we're underway. I don't know who this is. Right.
Hey,
so-
one second, real
Yep.
quick. Yep.
all right, and looks like we're ready to start.
He's gonna be so mad.
Traveling to Iconville.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, and Leviosa's sitting already on. Oh wow, and they're both sitting on Widows. I've been seeing a lot more Widow play on console these days. She's usually not too popular to pick.
Boy, are you serious? Have you played competitive these last couple months?
That's true.
Every game there's a Widow maker.
That's true. There's a lot of Widow mains these days. Alright, so what are your thoughts?
Like, I like what we're seeing right here. Defense-wise, they're not running a Symmetra, which is interesting. They're running a solo heal with Lucio, which is an interesting choice for a solo heal. I know he can do it kind of now, but I don't think that's enough healing. There's not enough characters that can self-sustain either.
Well, they do have that the Zen pick, which should help out.
Oh, they do have Zen. I did not see the Zenyatta.
Interesting to not have a Rhine on defense here, though. I have tried to solo defend as Orisa on this point, and it is very difficult just because of the new opening on the side and her shield being the size that it is.
In reality, this should be easy for what they're running here. This should be easy for them to push in with the Rhine, taking out the Orisa, having that fortify. But if they get her to waste that fortify and the Rhine can go in there and pin her, I think they can take this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And right off the start, a lot of damage coming out from SNK on Orisa. It's going to break through that shield pretty fast.
All right. Oh, and there goes down Stein Harpy, or Harp. Come here and get stabilized.
Yeah, and wow, Zach with two picks here.
Zach got 2 picks, and they need to push in with those 2 picks. Yep, and there they go. Oh, there goes. He got the Orisa. This could be it. There she goes. All right, they both just teams have. Seems like I forget their names all the time. May I Have Another has only 1 tank, and this could be the changing point because there's no tank for Overwatch Divas.
Yep, absolutely. It looks like they're going to take this point pretty quick. I think a change needs to happen
Zach
on
and
defense.
Leviosa.
Yeah, the two Widows going at it. I think a good pick right now would be maybe to switch to a main tank, either Winston or Ryan on defense. Just get a little bit more protection, but
yeah, the Orisa pick was, could have worked if they had a Rhine, in my opinion. If they had a Rhine, the Orisa would have worked better. I don't think the D.Va was going to help out that much.
I completely agree. Orisa shield is only 900. That's even less than Winston's shield. So it is it's helpful, but it's a little difficult to be the only source of defense.
I think they probably want the Orisa all out of the way right now, so he can probably switch. Maybe. Getting some picks.
Oh, and wow, and a great
coming up
full hog. Yeah, it takes out SNK and gets D.Va out of mech.
Leviosa and Zach are just going at it back and forth, getting these nice picks. But Leviosa is all by himself with the Pharah up top. The Pharah's coming from behind. Does have an ult. Does have ult. But gonna have to be timed pretty well for this ult.
Yeah,
still going with that Orisa.
But Zach being on Widow is gonna make it very difficult for Costco to use his ultimate.
Heroes never die.
Oh, and there's a res.
There's a nice res. That was a nice res.
Oh, and the anti-heal from Shellshock, minimizing Zenyatta's ultimate. And there goes Ryan. Anarchy going full speed off of the ledge. Tried to get rid of that Zenyatta.
It looks like they only have healers in a Reinhardt, so a Roadhog. And the Roadhog is left alone. Well, he can self-sustain himself, so.
Tyrone is on the point right now as Soldier, doing a great job keeping it moving. I'm seeing, maybe some miscommunication between D.Va. Okay, and here comes the rest of the team. It looks like they are going to try to stall, but Tyrone takes out Silly Clutch, and they are going to score this point.
wasn't very good. Like it was like they kept coming in and backing up, kept coming in, backing up. Not there is what is that? Farrah behind still, just trying to get picked. Zach's trying to take care of the Farrah, gets one hit.
She does have her ult, so I would expect her to use it any time since she is behind. Oh, and she does go down to Zach.
Yep, Zach was taking care of her, making sure. How do you think this push is going so far for?
Well, you know, I think that was a great pick right now. We just saw from Anne Frank. And there's the ultimate by SNK, probably trying to level out from. Oh, wow. He takes out Widow. I think as soon as we see an ultimate from. Oh, well.
Yeah, there goes in the. Oh, that's not going to get anyone.
Right now, it seems like they're moving pretty quick. They are holding, but I am seeing, you know, good movement from the attacking team. Reinhardt in particular is doing a great job of opening up and creating space as a tank. It's key. Oh, and there's the ultimate by Costco. Yeah, he takes a double, including one healer. That's going to be huge. If they finish up and get out Mercy, honestly, if I am the red team, if I am May I have another, I'm moving back and recollecting with my team, and that seems to be exactly what they're going to do.
I'm gonna say for my critique for Overwatch Divas, I think as of right now, the Orissa's not doing as much as she should. I believe they should switch that out for Orion for a better shield, and possibly switch out someone for more DPS, because the Farrah has done much, but she's not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's not as if Orissa's a bad pick. I just think that having her as a main tank might be a fortunate pick for them. And I'm seeing some great work by Ant Frank. He uses his whole hog and pushes them back off the point and follows up with a hook on Firing Wolf. And now
Zach taking out Leviosa.
Yep. And looks like May I Have Another's doing a great job of sweeping up. Silly Clutch goes down. It's looking like they just need cleanup at this point. They need to get Lucio off the point, though. Oh, and some great shots by Shell Shocked. He gets 2 in on him. Make that 3. Oh, he's going to go down.
Oh, there he goes. He went flying into the air.
That's going to do it. Some fast work by May I Have Another. Some really good, I think, decisions as a team moving. Still not sure about that Orisa pick as a solo main tank. But we'll just have to see what they come back with on attack.
What I would have done, I mean, this is how I usually like to run it. I think they would have held the point a little bit better if they would have. I mean, the Orisa's not a bad pick, but if they would have probably had a Zarya to back her up with more shields, I think it probably would have done a little bit better. In my opinion, I think it should have been a Ryan and a Zarya, but I mean, we'll see what happens next. We have Symmetra for May I Have Another, and there's Zach still staying on that Widow.
Yeah, you know, these are both the captains on Widow, and who knows, maybe they're trying to make a bet as to who's the better Widow. They jest a lot, so it's very possible. I do see on the defensive team we have signed on Symmetra. That could be huge. I'm not seeing any real flankers besides possibly DVa on the attack here. So that could be, so that could be, you know, really huge if she can set up her turrets properly and she can get up her teleporter.
Their defense that they're running here is pretty good. I like what they have going up here. They have a Hog and the Rhine and everything for the attacks. They switched the Orisa out for a Rhine and they got a DVa, so it's okay.
Yeah, I think there's some good calls. Let's see how aggressive they play. If they're smart, they're gonna, you know, speed boost through this choke and just take out the Symmetra turrets instantly. You know, with possibly DVa giving some cover with her defense matrix as they do this. It's gonna really depend on Costco, the Rhine initiating. We'll see what happens though.
That's really the whole thing about it when you're on Eichenwald is when will your Reinhardt initiate assault? Because if you just stand there, you can stand there for a good 2 minutes. Ryan has his shield up, waiting to make that decision if he's going to try to charge, and that could hurt the team.
Yeah, you know, whenever I play, you know, when you play Ryan, anyone plays Ryan, those charges are key. You either hit your mark and you're doing your job and making it easier for your team to win, or you mess up and you essentially cause the loss of the team fight.
As of late, I think his charge is kind of broken because it seems more or less you don't hit as much when you charge as Ryan.
Yeah,
you just send people back.
I agree with that. So just real quick, getting back to this match, noticing some really great picks happening on the side of May I Have Another. Zach doing a great job of getting in some early damage as Widow, and then having either Tyrone or Anne Franks finishing off the kill.
You're right. At this point, they need to do something. That shield is going down for Costco, and they need to push on that. There it goes. It's down.
Oh, and Reinhardt is low, and wow, he goes down to Symmetra. Great job by Symmetra. DVa comes in afterwards. A little bit of an interesting decision. Oh, wow. And Tyrone gets picked by Leviosa. Lucio is on this point. He's getting chased down right now, though. Not sure how long it's going to last.
Himself.
Yeah.
I would suggest him to kill himself or get away. Well, he
does get away. Yeah, and you know, no ult charge there.
The reason I'm saying kill himself, people, is so he can creep up with his team and they don't get ult charge.
Yeah, that is the right decision in a lot of cases. Sometimes I kill myself. People get really confused, but there's a reason for it. Yeah, and you know, I'm watching Zach right now on the feed, and he's getting some great shots in, especially on Reinhardt, really keeping them from making their push. But
they're pushing. They need to take care of those turrets. No one takes care of the turrets. Oh, they did, kind of. Yeah, they did. That hurt them with their push with those turrets, but they're getting on point. They're on there finally.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm seeing. Oh wow, and there's a nice res by Mercy. And it looks like they should be able to hold off this point. See, there's the whole hog by Anne Frank, able to get DVa out of her mech and finished off by Anarchy Techno. Great hold by. May I Have Another awesome res by Shell. Kept that point alive. Oh, and wow, right as I switched to SNK, he gets shot down by Zach. Zach's doing a great job at holding off any flankers from the side room. I've seen him take a few shots in there now, and he's connecting almost every time, which is great.
Kind of a wasted charge there by Anarchy. He just charged randomly.
Yeah, interesting also by Zenyatta. I think he's really, they might be worried about time here. Not sure if I would have ulted Asgrim at that point, but I totally understand. Oh, and there's the ultimate by DVa, and she takes out Anne Frank.
This Mercy on their team is getting some clutch reses.
DVa's going to go out of her mech.
Shell Shock gets taken down. That was a good pick. Oh, he gets hooked.
Wow. And SNK takes out DVa. Oh, and leaving Reinhardt all by himself. Oh, and wow. A great pick by Zach on Leviosa.
This Winston switch might be the best thing that they've done, really. Oh, no.
Yeah, it seems to be working out well. I do see that they're on. Oh, and there goes Anne Frank. Oh, but they're going to take out SNK, and it looks like they're probably going to hold this point. Because at this point.
They should hold this point.
DVas can only try to charge in one at a time. I don't think. Oh wow! And Zach takes out Leviosa.
One problem I would say that they should have done for May I Have Another is they had enough time to push up back to step back up for a good hold.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying.
Oh, and there's the res by Shell again. Honestly, saving that point. It looked like they might actually take it for a second there. But that res holds them off, keeps them on point, and that's going to do it for Eichenwald with
I'm going to...
May I Have Another winning this first point, or this first map.
Yeah, again, I mean, they did a very good job, but they had enough time to push back up and hold it, I think, and they wouldn't be in that situation that they were just in, to where they had to pop the res and everything, but they did a good job holding.
100%. Wow, and Orisa, you know, I've been playing her a lot, and I gotta say, it is pretty rare to get play the game with her. Oh, it did stop that hammer down. So, any players you want to call out from this? Maybe one from each team for this map.
Epic.
Wonderful.
or
What
not.
was that? What was that question again? I was
Players
looking
you
at.
are interested in calling, or players you want to call out for Eichenwald.
For
One on
that
each team.
map, I will say for may I have another. Their Mercy, who was shell shot, had some really good reses, and she got him back fast, or he got him back fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Shellshock did a great job on May I Have Another. I think one of the key reasons they were able to sustain him. Do want to call out also Zach. I watched his feed quite a bit, and I have to say he's doing a great job as Widow, getting in shots early, helping his team get some big damage in, and also taking on Leviosa. They were having quite the sniper duel. I also want to call out on the side of Overwatch DVa. Fire and Wolf doing a great job of sticking around as Lucio on that payload, and SNK, he was Orisa, interesting pick, but I do want to call him out for putting in a lot of damage and kind of trying to keep that role as a main tank healthy. But we'll have to see what they choose for the next map. Any word yet from Overwatch Divas?
It would be. They sent me a message. Oh, that was Zach. He was asking me, did I see that? I don't know what I was supposed to see.
I do believe that we caught one time when Zach sniped out Leviosa as Leviosa was coming down from a cable. So maybe that's what he's referring to. I just have to wait and see.
I sent a message out waiting for him. I know he had something in. No, he said he had something, but we're still waiting.
Yeah, if you're watching right now, just give us 1 second. As is custom in the league, the loser of the first map gets to choose the next map. So we'll just have to wait and see what they choose. Once again, as it currently stands, May I Have Another is up 1 against Overwatch Divas. May I Have Another, interestingly enough, is one of the lowest standing teams, but they had massive restructuring recently, and since then they've done really well, especially under Zach's leadership and having him on a main DPS role.
Yeah, he does very well as a DPS role. And he likes. I know he loves to play Genji.
Yeah, I've heard this. I haven't actually seen him play Genji yet. I'm hoping to maybe see a little bit of that today. It will be interesting to see. I wouldn't mind seeing Leviosa also play some Genji. I know he's pretty good with Genji as well. Who knows? Maybe they'll just keep mirroring each other for the rest of the match tonight. Let's see. Any updates? Let's find out. Okay, looks like they want Route 66 for the next map. What are your thoughts on this decision of Route 66?
Route 66. Well, since both teams did practice on Route 66, I do believe because they both thought it was Route 68. Route 66 because they both practice on it.
Right. Just checking in to see if everyone is good to go, and then as soon as I get word, we will start up the next.
Hang on 1 second. I'm getting questioned something real quick. Hang on.
Yep, no worries. Oh, interesting. Okay, that would be very unfortunate. We would have to. I'm hoping that this is possibly a second account of someone. If so, we're going to need them to switch over. Let me invite Zach. Can you invite Zach into this chat? And then please hold with us, guys. All right, let me find out what's going on. All right, thank you. Jay, thanks for checking in on the stream, man. I did not see that myself, so good catch there. We're going to find out what's going on with Anne Frank. Interesting name, no doubt, but rules are that everyone on the team needs to be on the team, on the roster, or at least be a free agent, or even a sub, of which Anne Frank is none. So we'll find out what's going on. Hey, Zach. Hello. Hey, man. All right, let Jay know, and just stay in this chat for a bit. All right, man. Yeah, yeah, no doubt. I've had some teammates like that in the past. That's John So High. Yeah. Would you be willing to have John So High the account in here and then adding Anne Frank to your party? Oh no, you can't do that because Tyrone is in the party. Okay. All right, give me 1 second. All right. I saw a shot in which you shot down Leviosa on grapple. Not you at grappling. All right, just give us 1 second, Zach. We're just trying to double check things. If you are watching, hold with us for 1 second, just clarifying some things on the administrative side, and then we'll be good to go on map 2, which is Route 66. Once again, may I have won the first point on Eichenwald, and this is the decision by team captain Leviosa of Overwatch Divas to go on Route 66. So, quick, tell me, man, what's your, actually, Zach, since you're here, do you want to include your audio really fast? Let me know when your audio is included.
What's
Is it
that,
good?
Twitch? Yep, you're good to go.
All right, so tell me, man, what were your thoughts on Eichenwald?
Well, I'll tell you that we were actually preparing for Route 66 because we thought that was the first map. So both me and Leviosa were preparing our teams for this map coming up. But for Ike, we pretty much just went straight back to like a death ball, and I just let John, who's on and Frank right now, and Anarchy kind of make the pace, and then I just let Tyrone pretty much do most of the damage. And my whole goal was just to try and pick off Leviosa so he couldn't take out my team, and just so I could try and body shot whoever I could. that my team can just mop them up. And my team pretty much functioned really well without me doing most of the shot calling. I kind of let Shell take over for that. So I think we played it really well. We didn't have too many issues. They used their ults pretty well, except for maybe one time. They backed out when they needed to, and so we didn't waste any time with regrouping. So I was pretty happy. I was pretty happy with it. Defense was pretty good too. I got super lucky with some widow shots, but it made it work. I made it work.
Don't worry, man. We got a lot of those nice widow shots on the stream. Well, thanks for hopping in on the stream and the chat. And then I'm gonna be sending you a message in a second. All right, man.
Okay. Yep. I will drop out.
Hey, quick. Do you just want to keep talking for a second, buddy?
I got it. Yeah. Well, I was letting you do your thing. From what I've seen from both teams, Zach nailed it. So what we are going to see in this next match is I want Overwatch Divas to have a better defense. In all honesty, and that's all I really want to see is to have Overwatch Divas to have the better defense, and I think they could play better than what they do. May have another. I think they're a pretty solid team. Oh well. I just got asked to go to B-dubs, but I'm not.
Yeah, we'll be starting up in just 1 second. Just finishing up some administrative stuff.
Yes.
Smoothing some things out.
Stuff behind the scenes.
That's right. For those of you watching, if you are part of the league, make sure that you join our Discord. We are transitioning from GroupMe to Discord, and prepare for a big announcement coming out this weekend. Don't forget to also sign up for our 3v3 tournament happening on May 28th.
Woo!
And yeah, that one's going to be big. There's some merchandise prizes going on there. It will be shown on Twitch for the entirety of it, so it's going to be a long day of streaming. But it should be fun.
Is it going to be a bracket type tournament?
Yes, it is. I believe so.
Awesome.
Yeah, it should be good. Going to be a lot of fun. I've seen some of the teams that have been put together, and they are pretty strong. So, 3v3 is not something that the league does often, but...
to be completely honest with you, Fox, I've been wanting a 3v3 tournament ever since the league started. It's what I wanted. It's what I want it to be done. I've always wanted a 3v3 tournament, and now that I get a chance to be in one, this should be fun. And I got my team ready to go. So.
Yeah, I'm still putting together my team. All right, man. Looks like we're good to go.
Oh, we're good to go. All right. Finally.
Yep, just want to make sure. Can you just contact Leviosa or SNK and make sure that they're good? I know Zach is ready to start it up. Oh, all right. Hold on. Zach asked for one more second.
Atlantis. I don't know why I keep using the Xbox when I have Discord. Well, I'm in the captain's chat, so that's kind of...
Are you in the captain's chat?
I'm not in the captain's chat, so...
Yeah, I'm checking it right now. 1 second. Let's see. Once again, if you're watching this, thank you for your patience. Just trying to smooth some things out. It's been
a day. So since we could talk off Overwatch, since we're still waiting for them to get ready up, so anything new coming out that you're looking forward to? New movie coming out this week, maybe that's going to be real good.
I mean, I would very much like to see. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but
there you go.
but some Overwatch related things. There was actually a leak that happened on 4chan this week.
Oh yes.
Someone saying that they were a developer in QA at Overwatch talked about the next 3 heroes that are going to be released. saying that the next one will most likely be Doomfist, who is not going to be a tank, but going to be an offensive hero who is pure melee. And I gotta say, I'm looking forward to a pure melee. It's not that I don't like FPS. It's simply that Ryan right now is really the only pure melee character, and that we can
I
use
feel
some
like
variety.
this might be my DPS character. I'm not a good DPS person at all. Either I suck at DPS. I could probably pull off a good Pharah or Soldier during comp, but anything else, no.
Yeah, I was reading some of the apparent leaked abilities that he has, and man, seems like he's going to be very mobile, incredibly powerful, and I kind of expect him to almost replace Genji or Tracer. He kind of hops. He's supposed to be able to pin, kind of like Reinhardt, repetitively. Like up to 4 times or something like that, almost like a blink with Tracer. And then his ultimate is like an instant kill and a stun for a surrounding area. So it's going to be huge.
That's
if
the
that
interesting
is
thing
true
for me. That stun, if it's going to be like Reinhardt stun, then that'd be like what I'm picturing right now. When someone said it kills the person in the center, what if that's the case, Zarya bomb, and then you just boom on top of them, insta kill all those people right in that center. Is that how that will work? Because that would be awesome.
I believe so. I believe that is exactly how that would work. All right, looks like we are good to start up again. Gonna go ahead and hit start. I'm sure both teams are wondering what's going on. Can we just double check with SNK, and I will check in with Zach and make sure all is good.
Okay, yeah. Keep sending the messages, but they don't reply. Is SNK the captain? I thought Leviosa was.
No, Leviosa is either one. Honestly, they're both pretty responsive, so they should be. They usually are.
You'd hope so.
Right.
Still not getting any responses back.
I did just receive a response from Zach. He is ready. I guess I'm going to start it up. We have been waiting for a while, so I'm sure.
I got a message. It says, yes, let's go.
All right, here we go.
Pedal to the metal, baby.
Here we go, and we're entering this game. What are some of the comps you're expecting to see out of these teams here?
Pretty standard Reinhardt, Mercy. I really hope I'm hoping that Overwatch Divas has a better defense in this run around. Leviosa going with the Genji on defense.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're both Genji. Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. Maybe having them square off for the rest of the night.
They are pretty good friends. So
yeah,
I remember watching one game with SNK and Leviosa, and they were like, "Oh, well, there goes the defensive strategy that we had that they're doing," and I was like, "Oh, okay, so you guys are that close."
Yeah, I mean, they play a lot and they practice together, and I wouldn't even be surprised if they practiced on this map together. Just for context, because it does switch quite often, on the left in blue, if you're watching, that is May I Have Another, and the right side is Overwatch Divas.
I hope in the future that they can actually, for next update, a big update, that they can actually put the team names above those bars. That would really help out.
Right,
help out us a lot too. Yeah.
Right, so I do see we have very similar teams in terms of healers, both with an Ana and a Mercy. We're going to go with Dive Comp here on the offensive side with Silly Clutch on Winston. He is a great tank. And here we go. We're going to start it up.
Oh, there we go. Leviosa's going straight out the gates, following that Winston. This is the type of chemistry you need for a team when they know when to go together. See that? They both jumped together. That was... Oh, I think Clutch is going to go down here soon, though. He kind of bit too much off.
Yeah, and Frank had a great hook on him. Knew to drop down, start hitting him with that shotgun.
Kind of a silly time to jump up there by himself with that much damage that was up there. Oh!
And Reinhardt gets the charge in on Ana. He is separated and anti-healed, but it looks like Zach's gonna go in and try to help him out and get rid of the attacking team from finishing him off.
Ooh,
Wow,
nice,
and Zach is
nice
going
kill
off
by
right
Zach.
now.
See,
Yeah, he
Zach,
takes out
I can
that
tell you,
Mercy.
my favorite thing to watch about Zach is when you watch him play like King of the Hill maps, and he plays Genji for the first 2 minutes, and then he just you kind of know that he has that like, oh man, I gotta do something, because sometimes when his team's not doing great, he'll switch to that pharmacy and he'll start bringing his team back into it. So playing Genji right now is probably like the best thing for him, because you hardly get to see him play Genji in the league from the last couple games that I've seen him play.
Yeah, you know, I honestly haven't seen him play Genji that much before. But I do want to call out the ult economy right now. Oh, wow, and Zach already with his ult gonna pop it off and take out.
Getting 2, 3.
Gets 3, and he's gonna try to take out the. Oh yeah, he's smart. He's just gonna stop, and he says hello to Winston, and then takes out Clutch on Winston. Doing a great job on Genji. He's been on fire for most of the match. And look at this. I do notice that May I Have Another is now sitting with 2 ults, but now Leviosa on the other team has his ult as Genji, probably preparing to set that off very soon. If he's smart, he'll do it right after Winston dives in.
Oh, that's the Genji.
But
Sorry.
He gets picked up and
Angry monkey.
separated.
Needs to go,
yeah, there's
at
the
that
angry
point,
monkey.
you need to go for that Mercy. At that point, you need to go for that Mercy with that ult. But there goes the whole hog.
Yep, Whole Hog doing a great job at pushing them back. Oh wow, and Tyrone puts Helix
nice
rockets right in the face of Silly Clutch. Yeah, they're gonna get that D.Va out of mech. Yeah, they're keep pushing forward.
Stagger.
Yeah, they need to take out a quick pick here. Oh, and D.Va gets back in her mech, but I don't think she's gonna last very long.
No. Oh, my alarm's going off. Turn that off. The pharmacy that they're running right now seems to be doing some, in all honesty, it's doing damage, but no one's there to finish it up. They did pick the soldier. Costco did. Oh, and there goes an ult. Not getting anyone.
He is going to take out the Mercy, it looks like. Oh, no, he doesn't
he
get
didn't
her.
The Mercy.
Oh, and now he sweeps up and
That
gets
was
her.
unfortunate.
Yeah, fortunate ult there. Oh, but they are making progress. They've taken out 3. They are moving forward. I don't see anyone there to really stop them. Anna's going to have to push back. Oh, and she gets the sleep dart in on Leviosa. A nice sleep dart. Keeps her alive, lets her regroup with her team. But they are going to take this point. Reinhardt here seems to be a little bit out of position. Oh, and he takes his ultimate out, but gets no one follow-up because he was there by
they
himself.
pushed that payload. It seems to me that May I Have Another kind of fell apart there at the end, but they did a pretty good job holding.
Yeah, they certainly did. I don't know if I agree with the ult there at the end by Techno. May have been some miscommunication, but I'm sure he'll get it back pretty soon. He's been doing pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, in reality, Techno's ult should be awesome against this team because there's only one shield, which can be taken down pretty easily.
Yeah, I do have to agree there. Considering the fast mobility of Leviosa, wow, just used his
Leviosa
ultimate.
taking out Techno again.
Yeah, and
Going
he's
for the
now
Mercy
on
right
Mercy. Oh, and she does get the res. Oh wow, and Soldier.
I've noticed this a lot with these teams. They like to emote a lot to each other. I don't usually do that with my team. I don't know if you do that.
I only say hello. Oh, and Silly Clutch pushes off and Frank, and then saves the sleeping. I'm not actually sure who that was, but his sleeping teammate from Reinhardt. Looks like Reinhardt might have just gone AFK for a second.
There
Wow,
goes down Silly Clutch. He's asleep, and look at this. They're waiting for him.
but he does seem to get away, which is good on him. I do notice Rubson does have his ult, but he seems to be on the point kind of by himself, not really seeing a lot of red beside. Oh, I do see in the background Leviosa, but he does go down. And now it's just D.Va by herself. She's going to pop her ult. Is she going to get anyone? She does take out the Ana.
I don't know.
Oh, but here's the ultimate by Zach once again. Yeah, he's going to take a couple. And they're going to get a team wipe, it looks like. Except for the lonesome Farah, but he goes down to Zach as well.
There's no fury in a stole's payload.
30 seconds remaining.
I do see that there's, we've got one ult by Costco on Farah versus an Ana ult. Look for her to possibly use that with Soldier. Soldier's at 84%. Oh, and there's the res by DVa. Oh, and here comes the ultimate.
And there comes
by
Leviosa with an ult.
Takes one. He's looking for a second. The deflect by Genji on as Zach. It saves Zach. And wow.
Yeah, I think they got it. I think they got
with
it.
that res, it seems like they're going to clutch this point and hold it off right here. Should be easy for them, hopefully, to get to this point. They did a great job on defense. We'll have to see, though, what Overwatch Divas can do to keep them from getting to this basically 1.5 of the distance, or like half the distance of the actual payload.
You're right. This is going to be very interesting here to see what they run defensively. Already going with Leviosa, going back with Genji. They're running a pharmacy on defense. So
yeah, it's
also,
honestly not a terrible call on this map because it is just so far and open. And if you're looking, obviously they can't see this, but if you're looking at the
running one tank. Oh no, they're not. They're switching it up. I hope Silly Clutch is switching to a tank.
Yeah, I would assume Silly Clutch. I've never seen Silly Clutch play anyone but tanks, so well, I think he played Zen once. Yep, and there he is, sure enough, going Reinhardt. That's going to be key. All right, and looks like they are starting up.
All right, here we go.
I can't wait to see you all in action.
Looks like Zach and Leviosa are going to stay on Genji. They've been really just mirroring each other this entire night so far.
I guess
Thinking
that's
maybe
what
they
they're
did that
gonna
on purpose. Do like the Winston pick. They're gonna go pretty hard dive, it looks like. I'm curious why they don't, I guess they have Zach for the flank. I still am a big fan of Lucio on dive comps, though he's not as useful as he once was with that decrease in effective range.
I mean, that kind of killed dive comp, but kind of not. You just don't got that speed anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. And Winston is going to dive in. He instantly goes on to the SNK,
Zach with the kill.
Who gets then swept up by Zach. And wow, right now, Zach and Anne Frank are working very well together. I'm seeing Zach get early damage following Zach sweeping up in the back. And they're going to push this very fast. It's going really well with their dive right now.
Oh, Shell Shock with a nice hit on the fucking fucking Farah.
Yeah, and Zach is already messing with her. Not often that you see a Genji feeling this aggressive against a Farah. But I see him right now on, and Shell Shock's going to help him out with that. An anti-healed Reinhardt goes down pretty fast. Oh, and here's the ultimate by Zach. He's instantly on the healer. Can't finish up though and connect. He does take out the mech. And that seems like he's going to be the only one that he gets. I do see a res on the side of May I Have Another. That's going to be huge. And there's also an Angry Monkey. If he wants to pull it out, it would certainly push them off to this point. Oh, but he's going to get pinned. Oh, and there it is.
Angry Monkey.
Oh, and there's a nice
hammer
ultimate
down.
by Silly Clutch, causing the Mercy res to come out. Silly Clutch is going to take DVa out of mech. That's going to be huge. Oh, and he almost gets the pick, but then gets taken down.
Everyone heal up.
Looks like they're going to get it.
Yeah, just DVa here on this point. She's going to go down pretty fast, especially to a Winston. Yep, Winston's going to clean up.
And Frank with these kills.
Yeah, Anne Frank is doing a great job on Winston. Really awesome positioning, and honestly, the synergy between him and Zach is pretty great. I've seen every single one that Anne Frank has targeted has then been followed up by Winston. Oh, and yeah, Zach does go down. Saw Firing Wolf going. A little bit of Battle Mercy there.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Oh,
There's
that's
the
a nice
ultimate.
Shiva bomb.
Oh, gets one. And Anfrake takes out a second. They're making quick work at this point right now.
It's just pick after pick after pick. Zach going after Leviosa. I think this is what he wanted, and Zach popping a single ult on Leviosa. Need 3 people on this point, so it goes faster.
Yeah, they are moving this pretty fast. Expect. Oh, and there's a res by Firing
Clutch is
Wolf.
gonna die. Oh, Clutch goes in with the pin.
Oh,
Nice hammer down.
oh, and he gets nano boosted. Silly Clutch is going off right now, doing all that he can as Rhine. They're going to sustain this point for a little bit longer. He even takes out Tyrone at the end there, but he is anti-healed. There's the res, or there's the Dragon Blade by Leviosa. Does take out Winston.
Ooh, there's a bomb. Gets no one.
Not going to be able to get anyone. Reinhardt doing all that he can on the point right now, but he's going to go down to Zach.
Leviosa's
Zach doing
all
a
by
great
himself.
job right now. Yeah, Leviosa doing what he
needs to
can to
live.
sustain this point. Oh, and
that
he goes
did
down,
folks.
and that's going to do it.
Finals. 2-1.
So with that, May I Have Another is going to win the match, best 2 out of 3, but they will play the third map, 4 points. And remember, both teams here need to win as many points as possible to stay in the, or for Overwatch Divas to stay in the playoffs, and for May I Have Another to get closer to going into the playoffs. And this was a great play by Zach right at the beginning.
Very good. I'm gonna give my play. I'm gonna shout out to Zach for that game. He did very well carrying not carrying his team, but helping his team to victory.
Yeah, I think I'd like to call out a few. Anne Frank and Zach on May I Have Another did a great job, and I also want to call out Silly Clutch. Saw him had some really great Earth Shatters, just unable to really hold that defense or even get the attack all the way there. But curious to see what the third map will be. It is May I Have Another's decision this time, so I will go ahead and contact them right now and find out what's going on. So if you're Overwatch Divas, what pick do you choose to try to stop this onslaught by May I Have Another?
I think what they need to do is regroup. They might be flustered right now. They might be flustered right now. They need to overlook that and regain themselves. I don't know how they are in their chat right now, but they need to, if that's the case, gain composure and or start getting some picks. Start solo one person. Like you need to. As of right now, Zach is doing the most damage, it seems like, and they need to focus Zach. If they see Zach, they need to say, hey, there he is. Let's focus him down.
Yeah, I think
Start
some focus
going from
fire
there.
would absolutely come in.
It seems like they keep... It's not like they're spreading out. It seems like they all are just trying to attack one person, from what I've seen. Like, with Zach, like, he was helping out his Anne Frank, the Winston. That was working well together when they did that. When Leviosa and... what was it?
SNK.
Slippy. No, it was
Silly
Leviosa and Silly Clutch. They did the same thing pretty much, and and as you can result, Zach stayed with Anne Frank, and they got more picks. Silly Clutch and Leviosa kind of split up, and I think it happened because of it, really.
Yeah, completely agree. Looks like May I Have
Better
Another
communication,
whose
pretty
decision-
much.
Yeah, I think that's honestly the key to Lijiang Tower is going to be the next map chosen by May I Have Another. Curious to see what they're going to choose. I'm wondering if SNK and Zach are going to do a mirror matchup again. Leviosa and Zach. Sorry, Leviosa. SNK's name is at the top. I know you're the captain, man, if you're watching this. Or like afterwards and you're watching it. And then do you want to just check in with OWxLeague DVa? I just checked in with Zach to see if he's ready, so let me know what they say. Quick.
I'm going for it.
Thanks, man.
I was listening. I heard you. I was just like, do I do it on Discord or do it because SNK actually messaged me?
No doubt,
I'm
man.
not with the captain's chat, so it's just weird for me saying to SNK in chat on Discord, "Are you ready?"
It's all right. It's more transparent for everyone, right?
Yeah, it's just like as of right now, switching from GroupMe to Discord is really. I mean, that's just set the thing. Us in a funk. It's just like everyone's just grasping this new app, trying to learn it and everything. It's new to us, so.
Yeah, it'll
yes.
take some getting used to. Yep, and Zach just let me know that he's ready as well. So we're going to get this started, and I'm expecting a good match.
What's today? Today is Wednesday, right?
Yes, today is Wednesday, the 3rd.
Odd.
Big announcement coming this weekend. Keep your eyes and ears open if you are part of the league. I don't want to give anything away, but it is huge, and it's going to be really exciting for the league, especially in Season 2.
It is very huge. I know what it is.
Select your hero.
Oh, yes. Someone's been letting you know what's going on.
Listen,
So looking at...
I know everything.
Oh, yeah. So look at the team comps right now. I do see SNK is going to go straight to Zarya, and Trubin is on
Oh my gosh.
DVa.
There has to be something between Leviosa and Zach right now because they're just. Are they all. I thought that for a second there that they just pretty much were trying to run the same attack and defense comp for each thing, but I don't think so now.
Yeah, I think they may have talked and been like, hey, let's just, go toe-to-toe as the same offensive heroes tonight. And, it's been entertaining, so more power to them. I did enjoy the Widow battle at the beginning. I do like, both team comps here. One's a little bit more of a standard dive and one's kind of a hybrid. Kind of interesting to see who's going to take the first point here. OWxLeague DVa is making quick movement. Leviosa already in the back line. He's going to get anti-healed, though. That's going to kind of keep them from doing much damage. And Frank, once again, doing a great job.
Oh, he gets out.
Yeah, he does get out. Having that Winston is going to be huge. And, yeah, he takes out Firing Wolf and does enough damage on Anna to make it easier.
And Frank just took out 2 of their healers, so this could be game. I mean, not game. This could be first point taken.
Yeah, I think the Winston pick was a pretty smart move, especially considering the kind of the more mobile setup that they have on.
Ooh, Leviosa with 2 picks.
Yeah, Leviosa doing some quick work as Tracer.
Ooh,
he
he's
sends off Pulse Bomb.
That pulse bomb is pretty deadly. And there we go. Seems like may have another half taken the point.
Yeah, it looks like Anne Frank may have gotten a little bit too ambitious there, went a little bit too far past the team. But I also see Leviosa or Zach in the back line now, trying to push them back, and they're pushing this pretty far back. Looks like SNK is going to try to do what he can as... Ooh, and he's outside. Is he going to get boots? And yes, he does.
He did get booped. Leviosa seems to be doing a whole lot for this team right now, getting some really good picks.
Seems like there's a Lucio fight going on the outside over here. They're both looking for that boot.
Oh, wow, I can see that right now. This is... Oh, it looks like one Lucio saying, I had enough, I'm out.
Oh, and there's the ult by Trubin. Takes out the Soldier of Tyrone. That's going to be a big help. Already starting at a 6v5. Can they follow up?
Nice
oh, and there's... Yeah, there's the ult by Ryan. Oh, and there's a pulse bomb on the Graviton Surge, but that Lucio ult does save a majority of the team. They are doing a quick job at sweeping up. Oh, and there's the Ana nano boosted soldier ult, but he's going to be eaten up by the D.Va. Does get her out of the mech though. Oh, and there's the ult by Farah. She takes
How many
a
ults
double.
did we just see right there? Like, it was just like, we just saw 8
I think I
ults
counted
just happen.
5. I think
Yeah,
I counted 5.
That was crazy. That was crazy. How many ults? Hammer down, Graviton Surge, Angry Monkey, Lucio. And then comes in a soldier ult. This game's pretty good right now.
Yeah, it's been good so far. I am enjoying the back and forth of ults. They're using them at good times. Looks like
Anne Frank's trying to flank with his team. Anne Frank's waiting for his team to flank. Oh, there goes. He runs it to Leviosa. I mean, as of right now, May Have Another does not have much to worry about. It's really all on Overwatch Divas right now. Leviosa with a nice pick.
Overwatch DVa's doing a great job of holding this point, though. Considering
They need to hold it.
Yes, they do. Leviosa, though, is doing a good job of making sure that those picks are assured. And they're going to try to push them back to the door, it looks like. Not a bad strategy. I've seen a lot of pros kind of try to keep them at this choke here. Because there is only one entrance. Yeah, it's at 98% right now. And she is going to get Graviton Surge. Expect her to try to combo with possibly Leviosa. Oh, and no, he pops it off right away.
But doesn't get no one. And there goes that. Ooh, that D.Va bomb.
Oh, and she takes out Shell on the Ana. They've done very well at pairing the Graviton Surge.
Gotta keep SNK alive for him to keep going. Oh, he's taken down. As a Zarya main, if you're at 100% and you're constantly getting healed, you're pretty much indestructible at that point.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Oh, yeah, and wow, and Leviosa is going to go down.
May Have Another coming back with a nice push. Did very well there. They caught the point. Now this is the last push for Overwatch Divas, and this needs to be a good one.
Oh, and there's... I was trying to see the ultimate by Costco, but he's not even going to get back in time. Looks like Overwatch Divas is going to take this first round of Lijiang Tower. So I'm not really seeing any changes in the comp so far.
Excuse me. Work night. Nothing's really changed. There's a Roadhog now, unless I think that's new. Roadhog.
No, and Frank actually switched to Roadhog halfway through last match. I was watching him.
Oh,
he had some great shots in on Leviosa. He actually was main damage dealer towards Leviosa. Which,
No, what excites me more is Season 2 for this league. I'm more excited for that than the end of this season.
I don't know. I'm 50-50, man. Reinhardt is going to charge right in. Leviosa's going to do what he can to get some early damage in as well. D.Va now having to push back.
This is, as of right now, they're both playing really well. Silly Clutch is actually playing Ana and not playing a tank. So,
yeah, I do like
I've
that.
never seen Silly Clutch. From what I've heard you say, he doesn't really play that much of, he plays a lot of solely tanks.
Yes, he does play a lot of silly tanks. And that's something that you see a lot in these teams. The longer teams are together, the more players start to pick up other heroes beyond their mains. Oh, and there's a nice pick. High Anarchy. I am seeing some great team movement. Yeah, but they're moving as a death ball. They're keeping tight. They're making the right decisions as a team. And wow, and there's another great pin by
Anarchy's just going at it right now. He's like, look at him. Oh, look at him, emo. He just emoted.
Anarchy is doing a great job as Ryan. Got multiple pins in there. And, honestly, when you are Reinhardt, pins are some of the most important parts. And Frank with a great pick on Leviosa. And Zach follows up with an ultimate on their healer. They're already at a 4v5 right now.
Another pin. Is that another pin? No, he missed.
No, he missed this time. Oh, but he's going to follow up with an ultimate. And that's going to take her out of mech. May have been a little bit... May have been too many ultimates there, but they do need to push back to the point now. Oh, but you know what? As soon as I speak, Tyrone does get a second with his tac visor. And wow, they already take out the Mercy as Silly Clutch. They're going to hold this point pretty strong. You know, I do like the early picks by Zach. That's making almost every team fight that's been happening at a man down for OWxLeague DVa before the game even before the battle even really starts. And when you're moving like a team like May I Have Another is moving, that 5v6 advantage makes work pretty quick. Oh, but a great paired ult.
Nice, whole hog. That was a wasted ult by the Pharah. But they're just trying to stay in it right now.
Oh, and there's another nice pick by
Anne
Frank.
Right now, I believe through the OWxLeague DVas, that Zarya ult did not get help with by anyone.
I did see a pulse bomb go in there, but I don't think it did enough damage to... I mean, there may have been a counter ult by Lucio, honestly. A lot of ults there at the end.
Oh, there was a counter ult.
Yeah. Looks like May I Have Another is going to take the second round as well. Are they going to go for the full sweep? This next map is probably the most interesting of the three because of the drop that surrounds it. Curious to see if we're going to see some Oh, and there we go. Firing Wolf going to Bastion. Going to put some hurt in, but they don't have a healer right now, so it seems like an odd pick. Maybe just trolling the announcers, which tends to happen a lot in this league. Sure. Oh. Possibly just having some fun with this last round. Yeah, you know, maybe they're just having some fun with this last round. Not sure if I fully agree with that, you know. Could always come back. But maybe they're just going for a very, you know, fast, quick tempoed attack here.
Yeah.
Oh, and wow, Anarchy Techno does a great job taking out that Bastion, but that gets taken out by Leviosa. They're trading 1-for-1 right now. But it looks...
Zach's all by himself. Oh, you should not have hooked there, silly. He was begging you.
Yep, and yeah, it looks like, once again, May I Have Another is going to take this point with 3 strong.
Well, let's be honest here. The comp that they're running right now is not even a comp.
Yeah, it's missing that ever needed healers. Not sure what they're thinking. Maybe they just all want to do some damage this time. But they are I hope having some fun with this comp.
They are not. They're probably having some fun, but they're definitely not sticking together.
Yeah, I mean they're getting a lot of picks. Yeah, SNK is doing actually a really good job on Winston. He's getting in behind the enemy lines and taking out the needed healers. But you know, without heals, Winston can't really sustain. He is a big, chunky hero and easy to hit. So.
It's an interesting game, yeah. Still, I mean, SNK doing some work. They actually might get this point from the way they're playing. And there actually comes in a Lucio to start actually doing some heals.
Oh, and a great whole hog pushing back Angry Monkey.
Nice ult.
Ooh. And a whole hog follow up. Looks like they are going to possibly take this point here, and they do. Wow.
They do.
Okay, yeah, they do have Lucio now, which should help with the heals a little bit.
Yeah, I guess the Bastion wasn't going to work out. No, I've never actually seen it. I mean, maybe like once in a while, but you never really see a Bastion on a map like this.
Yeah, it's very difficult to put Bastion on this map in particular. I used to have a Bastion main on my team, and this is the one map he never wanted to play on. So, some great movement by Leviosa, but then takes himself out with a pulse bomb, and it looks like May I Have Another is going to secure this point once again at 66%. Ooh.
Oh, there we
and
go.
Silly
And now
Clutch
they're-
does go down.
As of right now, I'll be able to say they're just trying to have some fun. They just want to go out with a bang.
Yeah, it seems that way. Oh, and a nice ult by Costco takes out the Lucio, and Leviosa takes. Wow, they're
Oh,
making
wow,
quick
getting
work
some kills,
of
but
this
gets a
defense.
hook by
And
Anne
they're going to
Frank.
take it again. Yeah, you know, they're doing a great job of getting kills and making fast work of the other team, but having a hard time sustaining, you know, and that's just the case when you have only one healer that is not a Mercy in particular.
What?
Oh, and Winston's in the back
You
line
thought
here
you
now,
wanted it.
doing some work. He is going to go down.
All right, here we go. And you know they can win this, which would be I would hope so that they would win it because I would like this game to keep going. I just
Oh,
what
a
I
nice
want them
boot
is
by
to
Firing
maybe play a
Wolf.
little bit more seriously. I felt like at the beginning that was a little questionable picks on their team.
Yeah, you know, I think this is what I think maps like this kind of showcase what we were talking about earlier. The fact that they're doing so well now, you know, in this more confined space, just goes to show like if the teamwork was maybe a little bit better and they stayed closer together in those earlier matches, may have done a better job at holding them off. But wow, yeah, Leviosa takes out the Reinhardt, and we're at 90% now, and it's looking really good for Overwatch Divas.
Yeah,
Our enemies are taking the point.
They are.
they
on the
might get
point
it.
now.
I think they're gonna. I think. Oh, there goes in for the push. Here comes in Anne Frank with the whole hog. Can this be enough so that they can win this objective? Looks like they can. That push really helped.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're gonna get back in time to really hold this point without trickling.
There goes Slippy Clutch. He's kind of pushed out there by himself. That was team staggered.
He is doing an alright job there, but oh, he's gonna go down. Yeah, it seems like he's gonna go down. There's a few on the point now. They're gonna have to trickle in.
Oh, there we go. There goes Real Diva.
Yep, I do see Lucio is trying to stall on this point. Oh, and he's gonna go down to shell shock.
Oh no, it's still going. Tank's still coming in. They're gonna stall.
Oh, and there's an angry monkey. That's gonna be huge if he can get some people off the point here, and his team can follow up. But he's gonna go down. That's gonna do it. And with that,
may I have another?
may I have another sweeps all three, not only on Lijiang but in the maps tonight, showing a really revived a new team from what is currently the 11th place team, but I expect them to move up very fast. And here's a great play by Anarchy. He's doing a great job in Lijiang in particular.
I can't wait to play him in my game next. You know, so we have still to play. May I have another? What about you? Have to play them this at all this season? For the 3 or 2 games we got remaining left.
I think we've played all of our matches against May I Have Another, unfortunately. So, MVP, anyone you want to call out?
Oh, me. Me. I'm gonna have to give it to, you know, all honesty, Zach, because I feel like Zach orchestrated every attack and defense that they made, and the way he was upholding his team, like he really stood out tonight with all those kills.
Yeah, you know, I also want to give it to Zach. He did a great job. I mean, to be honest, everyone on May I Have Another, I watched a lot of them tonight, and they all did a really bang-up job. But, you know, Zach was kind of the one sweeping up, getting the last of those kills and making sure that his team moved together. So, you know, do want to give it to Zach, but I would also like to call it Silly Clutch. I think he did pretty well tonight, too.
He did
saw him
very
play
good.
some different characters. All right, well, you know, if you're watching, we're OWxLeague. Once again, May I Have Another does win all 3 maps. Gets a lot of points tonight. We'll see how that affects the standings. If you'd like to join the league, go to OWxLeague.com. Follow us on Twitter and join our Discord. We are taking applications for Season 2, which will start this summer. And a big announcement coming this weekend. And on top of that, so many things going on. We have a 3v3 tournament happening at the end of May. Make sure you get your team together if you're part of the league and sign up for it. There is a prize, which is some goods related to Overwatch. And yeah, thanks for watching. And once again, we're OWX League. I believe
want
we have
that
another
prize,
match
yo.
coming next week.
Only.
This week. And there you go. I'm Fox and Fridge, Captain TC's or Tracer's Cavalry, and this is the
only quick player for High Noon.
All right, thanks
We're
for
gonna
thanks
win
for stopping
gold,
by.
baby.
That's right.